Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Kol Halo Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'd like to give all honor and praise to Yahushua. Bless the camps in Yahushua. To give double honors to elders that brought me up in this truth, 14th Street Israelites, HOI, and to all the camps out there who taught me in the spirit. We're going to get into it. Now this one is, it's called The Lord's Chosen, man, because I look on YouTube, I look on the internet period, and they got all these different nations claiming to be the Lord's chosen. But everybody knows the Lord's chosen is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So I'm just going to get some scriptures to break that down. Alright, let's get into it. First one is Revelation 1 verse 10. And it says, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. Verse 11, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write it in a book. Because a lot of people, they come and they say, oh, the Bible is not real. You know, the Bible is the white man's book. And you can't believe it's in the Bible because it's been tampered with. But if you're in the spirit and you know, and you have that faith, you know that this Bible is the word of the Most High. So, he's telling John to write what he see in the book. So I'm going to jump down to verse 13. Revelations 1 and 13. It said, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So this is Yahushua. He had a golden girdle, and it was girded around his paps, which means around his midsection. So verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Now, who on the earth got white? Who you know on the earth got woolly hair? You know, like I look at my, you know, my dad, you know, before he passed, he had white woolly hair. You know, I see elders out here, you know, Judites, you know, with white woolly hair. So, who will have woolly hair? So-called blacks will have woolly hair. And it says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now everybody knows the color of brass is brown, like as in a penny. As if it burned in a furnace. Now if you burn a penny, or if you burn anything in a furnace, it's going to turn very dark. So, you know, that right there is telling you, like, what these Edomites have put in society and in our captivity is false, man. Because they got, you know, a blue-eyed, blonde hair devil that they got prancing around, saying that that's, you know, Yahushua, which is not, because in his word it says he has woolly hair, you know, as white as snow, and it's like as white as snow. So you know, that right there, that's a straight up lie, man. And then verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters, which means, you know, he had a very deep voice, you know, like most Negroes out here, they have a deep voice. You know, some people, they get intimidated by, you know, a man with a deep voice, especially a so-called black man with a deep voice. You know, even me, personally, I've been told I have a deep voice. You know, and people have told me that, you know, if I speak to someone on the phone, that my voice is intimidating. So that's not a lie. So Yahushua is a so-called black man according to the scriptures. You know, so what this devil was putting out, he's a goddamn liar, man. Because that's in his nature. So I want to get another scripture on the image of Yahushua. So from this one, from here, I'm going to go to the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel. Okay. It's lucky, y'all. Getting it for you right now. We're going to the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6. And it says, his body also was like the beryl. If you look it up, that's like a brownish color, you know. And his face was as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. Just like it said in Revelations, his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his arms and his feet like in the color of to polished brass, which we already broke down. Brass is a derivative of brown. And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude, meaning a lot of people. Meaning a lot of people. So his voice was very deep. When he spoke, it was a gang of people speaking. So, you know, man, that's another description of Yahushua, you know. For those who don't know, that's who they so-called, you know, that's who they call Jesus, you know. And this other thing, like, you know, with these devils, you know, they go around prancing. Like in my community over here, man, they got a community like with a bunch of these Jewish rats, you know, and they claim to be the Jews, you know, but I'm gonna get in where Yahushua was when he said these weren't no Jews, man. These people were imposters. So I'm gonna go back to Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. And it says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Meaning us, the Israelites, we are rich because we inherited the promise. We is going to be given the kingdom. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. So, when I was little, man, you know, my grandmother, everybody, they used to tell me, oh, those are Jews, those are Jews. You see them in the black coat with the black hats with them faggot curls, and they prancing around, you know, like they the Lord's chosen, which they are not. And the Lord said, but are the synagogue of Satan. And it makes sense to me now, being I'm in this truth, because, you know, they worship in these synagogues, and, you know, I see them going, they do all types of weird stuff in there, man. You know, I can't even fathom or think about what they do in there, man, but it's unbelievable, you know. And they ain't the real Jews, man, and it's coming out now, and they getting mad, you know. They getting mad. You You know, they spend billions of dollars a year, every year, trying to hide this truth. But the truth is getting out regardless, man. It's gonna get out regardless. You know, some people gonna hear, some people gonna forbear. But like the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice. We're gonna jump over one chapter. Revelations chapter 3, verse 9. And he says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, once again, but do lie. And once again, he calling them liars, man, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of liars, man. I'm tired of looking at them, man. I'm tired of seeing them. You know, the way they walk, the way they look, the way they talk, man. They talk like straight faggots, man. They have no manhood coming out of them, man. They like little girls, you know. So, with that being said, man, all these Edomites out here and all this so-called, you know, history they putting out, man, it's all a lie, man. It's coming to the light right now. So, you know, let me get another one on what the true Jews, they look like, you know. So I'm gonna go into the. Oh, let me get this one. Yeah, I want to get this first. You know, because they have this other thing which, you know, when you pull a card, they say, oh, but the Lord, he came for everybody. He came to save everybody. You know, which that's a lie too. So I'm gonna read this one. Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, which is Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. His people. So, if we read in Revelation that Yahushua is a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, you know, how would his people look? You know, his people would look just like him. You know, they would have the same hair texture and the same skin color. You know, so it said he shall save his people from their sins. Now we're gonna go to, you know, what the Lord's people look like. And to be a Jew, you have to. This is another thing. To be a Jew, the word Jew comes from Judah, which is the head tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, you will have to be from Judah. So we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2, and it says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem has gone up. Yeah, Judah mourneth, man. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are out here mourning, man. We out here, you know, we strong people because we are the chosen. But we crying too. We out here crying every single day, man. You gotta get up, go to work. Don't want to work. Don't want to get up. You know. But this is a curse that the Most High put on us because we wouldn't listen. You know. But we out here crying, man. We out here, we trying to endure, but we cry every day. You know, and it says that the cry of Jerusalem is going up because, yeah, Jerusalem is crying right now, man. The earth is crying right now, you know. But the point I wanted to get is, they are black unto the ground. the Jews are black unto the ground, which means different shades of brown, because nobody's black. You know, we are different shades of brown, from light skin brown, light brown, to very, very dark brown. You know, that's a blessing. That's a gift that the Lord gave us. We come in many shapes and many colors, many different shades of brown. You know, so but you know, in these last days we're gonna wake up. We're gonna come back to the Most High. We're gonna come back to our power, because that's why we're losing right now. Because we out here, we want to do what we want to do, and none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, and we all struggle with day-to-day demons in this captivity. You know, but you know, we gotta pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua each and every day to make us strong enough to fight those demons, to come out of our sins. You know. So with that, I'm gonna get I'm gonna go to the book of Ezekiel. We'll go to the book of Ezekiel. It's gonna be chapter 36. It goes 36. And this is one of my favorite scriptures right here. Ezekiel 36:24. For I will take you from among the heathen. The heathen are these other nations, man. These dirty Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, Moabites, Ammonites, the so-called Chinese and Japanese, the Elamites, the East Indians, these Hamites, these so-called Africans. You know, he said he's going to take us from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you unto your own land. And which is our land? Israel, man. That's our land. That's our land, man. That's why they got all that war over there. They fighting for it, and it ain't even theirs. And he says, verse 25, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness. Yeah, because we need to be clean. Because we dirty out here in this captivity, and we do all types of stuff, man. You know, we've been in this captivity so long, we done adopted so many of these wicked, dirty customs that we need to be cleaned up, man. And that's gonna be a beautiful thing, man, when we get cleaned up. And he say, from all your filthiness and from all your idols, because we know who worship them idols the most, man. So-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Dominicans, so-called Haitians, they into all that idolatry and all that witchcraft and all that stuff over there, man. They into all that stuff, you know. So yeah, he's gonna take us from all them idols. And he say, will I cleanse you? Verse 26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh. Because, yeah, man, we rebellious, man. We will not turn back from our iniquity. A lot of us, man. Stony heart, man. That's the truth, 100%. Because we just like will not turn away, man. No matter what. Like, you could tell somebody, you could tell Israel like, yo, man, smoking cigarettes bad for you, man. They'll be like, I know, but at the same time, they study smoking right in your face. It's like, you tell them stop eating pork. Nah, yo, but I like that bacon, man. I like that bacon. That bacon is good, man. When they hit that frying pan, you hear it. Like, yo, I can't put that down. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to turn, man. A lot of us, and 2/3 of us not going to turn, man. And when Yahweh Shah come back, man, they better not try to turn away then, because it's going to be too late, man. You got to try, man. You got to try. I know everything not going to be hard. It's a process, but you got to try. You got to ask the Lord for forgiveness. You got to ask Him to give you strength to overcome these sins, man. So yeah, it's and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh, and I will, verse 27, and I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. Yeah, because when the Lord give us that new spirit, man, that new body, and we change, man, our commandments are gonna be, the commandments are gonna be instilled in us, man. The law is gonna be instilled in us. We will not be able to sin no more, man. I love that scripture, man. We won't be able to sin no more. You know, and when we get that body, and we come back to these laws, man, we're gonna put all of these dirty heathens in chains, man. They're gonna be in captivity, man. They're gonna be slaves, just like we still slaves now. They're gonna be slaves though. You know. Oh, let me get this one, man. I gotta get this one right here. You know, let me get this one. This is coming out the book of Isaiah, man. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. Well, I'm going to start at 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Because the Lord knows, man. The Lord knows that we're going through long suffering right now, man. The Lord knows that, you know, we got a lot of, everybody's against us, man. You know, the Lord knows. Like it say in Revelation I just read earlier, that He know our trials and our tribulations. He know that. But, you know, the Lord said He will have mercy on us, man. So, I'm going to start at the top again. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, our land which is Israel. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yeah, these strangers, these other nations, they're going to cleave to us, man. You see them, they've been cleaving to us, man. They want to live where we live. They want to dress like us. They want to dance like us. They want to make music like us, but they can't, man. They don't have that spirit. They don't have that spirit. They just walk around like zombies, man. They get everything from us. And then later on they'll say, oh, I created. Hell no. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. Like, we're gonna have them, they're gonna be slaves, man. And we're gonna do them worse than what they did us. You know? And it's gonna be a blessing to do that. It's gonna be a blessing to have them in slavery, man. For all the rape, robbery, and murdering that they done to us and took everything from us, man. And then look at us like we the bad guys, you know. And I'm gonna read that part. I'm gonna read that part again. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Yep. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, because we still are their captives, man. You know, we were supposed, our captivity was supposed to bend over, but nah. They said nah. They start feeling themselves. They was like, nah, we living too good off of these niggas and these spicks right now. So we got to keep this going, like, you know. But they got a surprise coming for them. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Like these heathens, man, they've been bamboozled, man. The Lord played a beautiful trick on these heathens, man. He got them feeling like they invincible, like they unstoppable, like can't nothing happen to them. But in these last days, they gonna see ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for them neither. You know. And verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. Yeah, because we need rest, man. From this, man, like I said earlier, we crying every day, man. We tired. We overwork. You know, we can't pay our bills. Every time you turn around, there's something going on in this kingdom, and we just can't catch a break. But you know, when you start to understand why, then you know you learn to roll with them punches, because you know it all starts at coming back to these laws, man. These laws, statutes, and commandments, coming back to the Most High, man. That's where it starts. And then you'll start seeing things ease up, man. It's not going to be no walk in the park, but it's going to be a little easier. You know, you're going to be able to deal with it and tolerate it more, you know. And from thy fear, and from the hand, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So, yeah, that's what we serve. We serving hard bondage right now. We serving hard bondage right now, man. You know, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's about to be done away with. And we ain't never going to have to deal with hard bondage again. We're going to be afflicting the hard bondage on these damn heathens, man. You know. Alright. But the one that's going to get the most is going to be these so-called white people, man. These damn devils, man. I'm tired of looking at these devils, man. Every step I take and I look around and I see one, man, it just make me, man, you would have thought I was an Edomite. That's how red I feel inside, man. Boiling with anger, man. You know, so that one we gonna move to you know, I gotta bring this out with these Edomites, man. You know, because this dude is the most proud, man. He is proud. You don't get no prouder than him, man. You know, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Who gonna be cut off forever? These Edomites, man. These Edomites gonna be cut off forever. Forever, man. You know, because of what they did to us, man, and what they still doing to us, man. They ain't gonna stop. People be like, oh, we gotta just join with them. We gotta you know, we gotta be one. We gotta try to make an agreement with them. Nah, that's going back like to in the book of you know, First Maccabees, where you know, the Israelites was just trying to get the other Israelites to accept the customs of that the Babylonian king, you know. Nah, we ain't doing that this time, man. And I'm gonna jump to 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. For stubble, man. What's stubble, man? Like gravel. You walking in the street, some of the times you can't even feel like gravel, man. So that's how low and that's how broke up they're gonna be. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. So you got people out here, I hear these doctrines out here, oh, Esau is not the white man, and Esau is no more Edomites on this planet, or whatever. Man, listen, you gotta be crazy to believe that. You know, Esau is here, living and well, you know, but not for long. You know, because like the Lord said, and there shall not be any. And it's crazy because when I read that word any, it's like in script, like the Lord had to make that separate, like any remaining of the house of Esau, which means there's not going to be one Edomite left, because after you get double the slavery that you put us through, man, you're going to be exterminated, man. We're going to find all y'all, burn y'all up, man. I ain't going to be able to see another Edomite, man. You know how happy that's, the world is going to be perfect with them idiots no longer here. You know, so I'm going to get one more. We're going to close it out. We're going to go back to Jeremiah. We're going to go to the book of, we're going to go to Jeremiah, chapter 31. Chapter 31, verse 31. Because, you know, what's coming is, you know, a new covenant. You know, everybody say, oh, you know, the new covenant is not for only Israel. The new covenant is for everybody that believe and everybody that want to follow, you know, Jesus Christ, and, you know, whoever accepts him as their Lord and Savior, that's who the covenant is for. But all right, I got some